my beloved you. This is Sophie from Angelic Energies. I've been recently asked for some tips on how to self-soothe, specifically at bedtime when anxiety takes over and the mind goes into overdrive. And so I have a few tips. Now, usually through the day, we are able to preoccupy ourselves with the constant to-do list to work through jobs, and we distract ourselves away from our own inner world. So it's very typical that when it comes to bedtime, when we're having that quiet time with distractions, that our mind uses that as the opportunity to really try and make us address what we're feeling right now. So lots of tips. The first of all, I think it's really good to adopt a good mental hygiene at bedtime and avoid any screens. So we have to understand the chemistry of the body. When we are, exposed into darkness, our body naturally produces a chemical called melatonin, which helps us to feel like we're preparing for sleep. So when we're exposing ourselves to electronic devices and these screens, it's actually stopping the body from producing that melatonin. So it's also a stimulant as well. So try and avoid any kinds of stimulants when it gets to bedtime. So, obvious things like caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, at least an hour before bed, preferably longer. And really try and prepare yourself for getting that restful night's sleep. So for me, I like to have a nice relaxing bath, that wind down time. And I found with the overactive mind thing and the anxiety, it's really, really helpful to start the process of journaling. Now, this is your sacred space for just allowing whatever is on your mind just to flow out onto the page. Don't question anything, don't try and analyze anything, just let that free flow come out onto the paper. And this is your chance to really connect in with yourself and really find out, what your mind is churning over. And you'll be amazed actually at just allowing that process to happen, how you'll suddenly start to notice patterns in your ways of thinking, notice how your thoughts are not serving you. And I love the Byron Katie method of asking, is this true? And if it was true, what would that mean? And how can I think about this differently, from a different perspective? So don't allow your mind to kind of just run away with itself like a wild stallion. Really start to get curious about your thoughts and your emotions, and instead of judging them, to be right or wrong, just look at them from an observer's perspective and say, oh, Isn't that interesting? And see where that leads you. Another tip for getting prepared for sleep is meditation, and just preparing the body to be relaxed. So a lovely way of doing that is to tense all the muscles up in your body. Squeeze every single muscle in your body and your face, and then relax. And that just helps you release any tension that you've got going on there. So doing that a few times, just as often as you need, just to help bring you into that state of relaxation, really, really helps. And I also, part of my bedtime routine that I'm adopting now is to pull myself an oracle card or a tarot card, and that just helps me flick my perspective. So I'll ask my higher self, my guides, my angels, you know, what advice do they have for me right now? Pick a card, and then I've got that to reflect on as well. So there you go. Those are my tips for helping you to get a good night's sleep, to release any anxiety and stress. I hope that helped, and yeah, let me know how you get on, and if you've got any tips of your own that you'd like to share here, that would be wonderful. Okay, my darlings, sending you lots of love from sunny Yorkshire.